Hello, and welcome back to Blanket Fort's Kids on Broom campaign, which is currently being called Interns, might be changed later. We're gonna get a recap of what happened last session from one of our lovely players, because I don't want to do it.
So, last session, we, in all different forms of travel, some by train, some by plane, were picked up by Jack, the very lovable, clearly nervous and new to his job, driver of Mogul, wearing a bright yellow suit, which he promptly stomped on to make Florence feel more at home. We were driven to an undisclosed location, the path of which was hidden by a screen window that Spencer noticed whilst everyone seemed to be quite interested on the food in the limo. There were some hijinks in the process, trying to get a bag of hockey sticks into a front seat, which was entertaining to say the least. And as we reached Mogul, we separated from Jack and were introduced to Wendy, the kind of head of R&D, over at Mogul in this brand new facility that looked like an old mansion, castle-like building. And as we entered, it's basically like a TARDIS. It was bigger on the inside, and there were lots of people running about, rooms that didn't quite make sense but did. They should be where they shouldn't be. And we were led towards a giant potion bottle, 20 to 30 feet tall, full of liquids of different forms, and we were told that what makes Mogul special and what makes their technologies so great was literal magic. Then we were sent around in our introductory tour, being given gifts from specialized items that were individualized to each one of us. After that, we were led back out into our dorm rooms by Rahul, where two of us decided to immediately take leave and go to our bedrooms to decompress and relax. And Cam decided to play around Rahul with the dog a little bit, Guts, and then talk to Rahul, try and getting his spirits up a little bit, because he seemed a bit self-deprecating a few times during our conversations. We found out that there was no issue communicating the outside, but you couldn't do so with the airplanes. It seems like the airplanes were quite confiding to who they could go to, but phones were easily accessible. Towards the end of the session, Spencer, always, again, with his kind of pragmatic look at everything and his ability to see how things work, realized that the bed that he was laying on wasn't quite right. Noticed one thing slightly out of place, and upon closer investigation, he found a old employee card with no pictures, seemed a bit unused, and all that was written on it was a job role, and that was intern. In a fit of confusion and weariness, he used 2 out of 3 out of his planes to communicate with Cam and Florence, and asked them to come to his room because he had something important to tell them. That's where we left off.
Cam and Florence, you get these little paper aeroplanes appearing in your rooms, just waiting patiently above your head.
What does it say?
How is it worded exactly?
If it's literally just something like very like it's very important, like, come to my room immediately, something along those lines.
All right, close it, stand up, go to knock on your door.
When you walk through the living room bit to get to his door, you can see that Rahul has fallen asleep on the sofa. And he looks like he's cuddling his familiar. You can't really see what it is, but he's cuddling with the familiar.
Has he not got a room?
There's another door, so you know there's a room out the room there, but And he doesn't look like he was intending to go to sleep. Like, his shoes are still on. He's got one foot on the ground, but he's just kind of like slowly.
I think I'm gonna definitely look at him and like consider waking him up and like getting him to bed, and then I'm gonna remind myself of this was an emergency situation, and I'll just go to myself like, I'll deal with this later, and then continue. Open the door.
Who is it?
It's me, Florence. Anyone can say it's me. It's Florence.
He like cracks the door open a little bit, peeks out. Right, come in.
Are you okay?
And he like lets you in.
Oh, okay. I like stand in the door and like I don't walk in because I don't want to like be in your space without having been invited in your space.
And I close it. And it's like right. Things are different.
Should we wait?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say Cam would just be a second later, only because they took a second to get their paper airplane, because last time they tried to get a paper airplane, it flew away from them. So this time they were being like a little more cautious, like waiting to get it, because like not realizing this one is for them, I guess. So it's probably like maybe it's even like coming at them, and they're like getting ready to nab it. And then they'll realize, oh, okay, I see what's happening here, and make their way over to the room.
Yeah. And similarly, I'll like, who is it?
Cam?
Right.
Me? You sent me a message? Is that
the door.
Spencer, is that you?
Yeah. And he like unlocks the door, peeks over, it's like, right, come in. And he opens the door, and he like realizes he needs to give you more space. He like opens the door a crack and realizes like, I'm gonna need more space for this.
Yeah,
and, like,
you're gonna
takes
have
a full
to open the
step
door. I already described Cam as door shaped.
He lets you in, and like there's those like.
If not for the fact that this is a very fancy building, I would have made you roll to see if the door creaked and woke up Rahul. But
You're being very sneaky.
Yes, you're being very sneaky.
And he closes it, and he goes, he like locks it, and he goes, right. Are
you okay?
Am I right in saying that we were told that we were the first batch of interns?
Yeah.
Like we're the trial run.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But there's 3 of us.
Uh-huh.
There are 4 rooms here.
Yes, there's Rahul on the couch.
Yes, but why is he with an interns? Sorry, I'm leaping ahead of myself. Here, and he like goes to the bed and picks up the card. I found this tucked into my bed.
It's just a badge?
It's in like old, worn, but not really used employee badge that just says intern on it.
Do we have badges like this?
Is this yours?
Nope. This was tucked under my bed. Very discreetly. I'm good with things that work, and I noticed something slightly off, and it annoyed me, so I wanted to check to see if I could fix it. But it was a badge underneath.
Should we go see if there's go investigate our own rooms to see if there's one in there?
More?
Also, can we trust Rahul?
I don't know. That's why I was wondering. There were 3 interns, but 4 bedrooms, and it doesn't look like this was built recently. Or at least I don't think so. But I don't see why. Rahul said people forget about him. Maybe he was an intern. What if he was an intern and he forgot? Or what? Like if this magic thing is real, what makes us think that Rahul is real? I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent.
No, continue with that.
Whoa, dude, you just blew my mind. What?
Like, they said that there are rules. They said, like, you can't make something conscious, but I also didn't think we could do magic. And here we are.
So you know how I sort of can tell what people want to eat every time? I'll look at you and then I'll talk to you for a bit and then I'll know exactly what you want. I can't... It didn't happen with Rahul. I'm not sure if that's relevant, but since we're talking about him not being real.
Maybe he's just
I figured-
really indecisive.
Yeah, maybe. It's just, I figured it was useful to point it out since we're investigating this. Clearly, we've been lied to somehow.
Well, yes, because there's a badge that we've not been given. It's clearly old, and it's been here. So this is not the first internship they've tried. And I don't know about you guys. I found this internship by chance. I was sent a message from an online friend of mine who saw it somewhere as a passing, like, and there's all these requirements that you can't know people here already.
Yeah.
It's strange.
Yeah.
There's nothing else we can see on the badge. There's nothing else that's like, there's no name, there's no nothing. It just...
There's no name. There's
only
like a barcode on it, but just intern and then barcode.
You do that thing where you take your phone and you, like, you know, snap a picture of the thing, see if it recognizes the code.
It do phones
I
recognize
was saying that in
barcodes?
character, sorry.
QR.
Yeah, I was asking.
No, that's...
Cam was asking.
That's QR codes. They're usually specifically for online links. Unless we've got access to their database, I don't think we'd be able to find the employee reference without that information.
I'm gonna look through my pocket and then pull out the knife they gave me and be like, do you need me to threaten Rahul?
Well,
Because I can threaten
knife
Rahul.
won't cut. The knife won't cut him.
Maybe if I think very hard about chopping him into small pieces, maybe that will work.
Wait, hang on. Let's listen. Let's back it up. It's getting a bit aggressive in here. Let's slow down.
I'm just saying
how-
it's an option that we have if we need to
Well,
But
knife
what if
somebody.
Rahul's not part of it?
that's
Like,
what I
what
was
if
gonna
Rahul
say.
doesn't know?
You can't, you know, do your funky food brain thing with Rahul, and he's kind of sad. I was just talking to him, and he's kind of forgetful. So maybe he also doesn't know what's going on. So I just think if you threaten someone and they don't know, then you're just threatening them, and they don't have an answer, and then that's just not. I don't know. It's not
Are you
gonna
suggesting we just
far.
go in and try to have a conversation with him? Like a normal
No, I don't think
one-to-one
we should bring
asking
anything up
questions?
until we know more.
Okay. Do we have anything else planned for, like, right today?
I don't know.
It is pretty late at this point, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had a long day of getting magical handshakes.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Oh, I didn't check if there were listening devices in this room. I didn't check if there were cameras in this room. I take
gonna
out
put
my
the knife
one as
away.
like, I take out my one as like, all right, if there was ever a time for you to prove yourself to me, this would be it. Show me if we're being listened to in this room. And I'll like focus really hard on finding things.
How do we do
Can
the
we
help
help?
action in this
Yeah,
game?
can we help?
How do we?
I mean,
Like, that's
I
my
can
whole vibe.
set.
Like-
I can set when I tell you the DC. If Marcio rolls for it, and then if he doesn't meet it, you can use your adversity tokens to help.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
So, what would the DC? They're quite a fancy tech company. Hold on.
But we're already on to them.
It's true.
And
It's also your
three
first day
brains
doing
thinking.
magic.
Thinking.
Some of us have done multiple magics already, so I'm just saying we're
Some of us
clearly
have
pretty good
actually
at
made
this.
snow already, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna go with 14.
Alright.
And it's a brains roll.
Yes. I get a +4 to that magic and a d20, which is my highest. So
And you get to roll your
Come on.
I got
d4.
10. Oh, my d4, of course, my magic die.
Come
So I got a minimum of +5 to this. My 4 explodes.
Yes.
Okay, that's 5. That's 25. 16 +4 +5.
Okay.
Oh, let's
Right, hold on, because that's 5 pass, so I need to make sure this is like worth the extra goodness. So there's a laptop on the desk. It has the capabilities of listening. It's not actively monitoring you. There's you can also like detect the your guys' phones in the room as having the capabilities. You we'll say it goes out to all of your guys' rooms. You can detect the laptops in their 2 rooms, as well as one in Rahul's room. None of them are actively doing anything currently. There's something that doesn't seem like an audio or video recording device, but you know there's some form of recording device happening ambiently. 25 is quite a bit.
25 is 10 more than
It's
the beat.
so much more. You think the way you're using your magic is being noted.
So in searching for if we're being
They've
monitored,
noticed that we're
they
searching.
would know that we're looking to see if we're being monitored.
Yes.
All right, mistakes were
Keeping track
made.
of our magic.
Fascinating.
And I almost imagine it like a little bit like Spencer's natural ability to see how things work kind of almost like expands beyond that vision, where he starts to like feel how things work rather than just see it. And that's how he like captures that essence of magic. And he's like, all right, I'm sold. Our words and I guess presence isn't being recorded. However, our magic is. So they know that I've just checked, or at the very least that I've used magic. I guess it's like I suppose it's almost like an internet kind of screening
Browser
where
history?
kinda maybe you know when like you work in a location, they've got a server, and everything that goes in and out of that like every time you type on the internet, the business IT group will know that you catch that in their mesh. They can basically monitor what you search. Well, I think this is like monitoring what we cast.
So they give us magic and then they make us.
Well, it kind of
They
makes sense
monitor
because
how we
magic
use
is because magic is sort of like what if we just decided to like blow up this place? You know, magic is capable of a lot of things, so it makes sense that they want to make sure that we are not trying to recreate anything.
So
dangerous.
did it feel like they were beyond monitoring
didn't
what
feel
we
like-
do with it, limiting what we can do with it?
Just felt like
It seemed like monitoring.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
it's more like I think they're just keeping an eye to make sure that we don't do anything untoward. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you use an incognito window?
An incognito magic. That'd be
Yeah.
I don't know enough about this yet. And he like takes
Okay.
out his notebook again and he like makes more notes with the magic pen. Just like, okay, I gotta make sure.
Okay.
It works if I do this. Okay, so maybe I left that.
Okay.
Just making
Do
notes.
we
Nice.
want to go ahead?
I was just gonna say also on that 25, you clocked like 3 phones, like for one of each of you guys, and you clocked 4 laptops.
Okay, so Rahul doesn't have a phone.
No, but he also has
All
a
right,
laptop.
so he's barely somebody at this point.
He does. He has a familiar.
Okay, I think we
So
need to ask him
it's
questions, but
substantial
I also
enough
think
here.
he might be more open to help if he's rested a little bit. So maybe we wake him up, help him to bed, and then tomorrow we can.
I
We don't have to wake him up. I can just take him to bed. I have a lot of siblings. That's an easy.
I mean,
dump.
Please.
You know?
No, please. No, please be my guest.
When they fall
Take
asleep
him
on the
to bed.
couch and you gotta like, you know.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah. That's the very, friendship thing that you do when you carry people to bed. Yeah. And then you tuck them in. And then you lie down next to them, and then you sleep next to them.
And you give them a platonic smooch on the head.
Yeah, a little smooch on the forehead. Yeah.
You know,
Just so they have sweet dreams.
friendship kiss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Totally.
But I think we should approach this with the assumption that he might not be in on it. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't see Rahul being in on many things. He said it himself, he's forgetful. People forget his name, so... But he may know a lot more.
I think
Maybe he knew a lot more, but he forgot.
They wiped his personality perhaps.
Whoa.
I mean, it is possible that people are that plain, right? It's possible.
So even
I'm
somebody
getting ahead
who
of myself.
hasn't really thought of life in any grand way. I mean, firstly, how do they end up in this place where they pick and choose every single person? And secondly, everyone has a favorite color, right? Everyone has a favorite meal. Everyone has a favorite family member or friend. So if he has none of these things, maybe you're right. Maybe something happened to him. Okay.
And he doesn't have a phone.
Yeah.
I didn't catch a phone. I got ours. I got his laptop. But I didn't catch a phone.
Okay. Let's go to bed. I'm pretty tired.
Make sure you lock up.
Yeah, I will. And I might turn everything off and put tape on the camera.
I will barricade my door. In case I scream because I'm stuck, I might need your help from the outside.
Right, yeah.
But I will do my best to barricade my door. Oh, very well.
Sounds good. Okay. Good night. Everyone
Good
okay?
night.
Do you need
yes.
help with Rahul?
Can I go out and take Raoul to bed?
Yeah.
Not to
he's
my
like-
bed.
I'm not judging. You can do what you're both adults.
I also want to check in on his familiar.
He's like.
Because he said he's cuddling his familiar.
Yeah,
so two things.
he's-
I want to know what his familiar is, and two, I want to if the familiar wakes up, if I can be like, "Is this okay, bud?" I'm taking your guy to bed. Is this cool? Is this cool with you? Because I feel like they have something of a. They're probably watching over us a little bit.
So Rahul's snuggled, so you can't really see much of the familiar other than kind of what seems to be a back. It seems to have a golden shimmer to it, but yeah, so you'd have to Rahul's kind of blocking the familiar, so you can wake Rahul up, but you can't. You can poke the familiar, but it's unlikely that it'll be able to get its head out. What's Rahul?
I'm just gonna Cam will just really quietly, really gently, sleepy time consent check. Just be like, hey guy, hey buddy, hey, you asleep? I'm gonna.
What? No. Did you have questions? I was waiting out here in case any of you guys.
No.
questions.
You're sleeping. I was gonna help you go to sleep. You're tired, and I was just checking.
Okay. Yes. And you can see his familiar as a dolphin.
What? Like a big ass dolphin? What are we talking
It's like
here?
a small dolphin, but it is a dolphin. Just a small, this
A
big.
small dolphin.
Golden
Okay.
dolphin.
A small. You can't get this. I can't get both my arms in, but just imagine.
Okay.
A dog-sized golf.
Dolphin,
Like a
yeah.
tiny bottlenose.
Just a little dolphin.
Like a terrier-sized bottlenose dolphin.
This tells me more about Rahul than I
This is-
thought I would.
Fascinating, truly. Does this Kate? Well, now, does this dolphin swim through the air?
Well, right now it's just on lying on him, so it's not moving. Well, it's snuggling a little bit, but It's kind of got one eye
funny if
open
it
and
just
it's just
flopped
like...
luck.
From side to side.
Just Magikarped its way through the building.
Oh no, just like flopping on the ground until it hits the couch and like floops up like.
Right.
It's canon now, you can't take it away from us.
I can take it away from Now you can choose two things here. I can either make it canon that it flops, but it's also called Delphine.
No! Illegal. You can't bring real life into this.
Your fiance is a familiar, or it can fly.
I assumed it was gonna fly. I think it's a bit unfair to the familiar to make it a aquatic creature and then make it flop on the ground terrestrially. Like, that sounds horrible.
It
and
would be
like,
the
just makes
funniest.
me even more sad for Rahul. Like, who did this to him? Who did this to you, buddy? I'm so concerned.
Literally.
No, okay, but
So yeah, Rahul's like,
Yeah.
yeah, well, oh, sorry, yeah, is it, you not got questions? I can go to bed. Yeah.
do you need some help? Because I was just gonna.
No, I'm fine. Gets up,
Not a
immediately
problem.
starts falling.
Oh, I catch him. Can I like?
Make
I
a...
am going to
Yes!
like, you know, lifeguard, hold this man in my burly arms.
Full princess hold.
Yes! Princess holding on the first night.
Roll charm.
Roll charm? Okay. I got.
If you want
got
to
a
roll
little bit-
charm, I will say.
Yeah, and this is not magical.
This
This
is
is
not.
regular human person charm. Okay, 1 second.
You know, it feels pretty magical to Rahul.
That's a 6.
I mean, it was a low DC. You can... Rahul's like blushing a little bit. And just doesn't say anything as the dolphin sort of floats behind.
Aw. What's your buddy's name?
This is Donald.
Nice to meet you, Donald.
I can't do a dolphin sound. I'm not.
No, you're
I'm not
good.
committing to trying. I could
I was
try.
gonna.
Go on! Improv! Do it!
I don't know what sound's gonna come out of my mouth.
Do it!
Isn't.
Wait. No, there's not.
I believe in you. Do it! Go on! Go on! Please! Please!
I can see it.
It's here. It's here. I know you have it in you.
Listen, if it goes awry, no one has to see it.
Yeah.
Everyone will
goes
see
awry,
it,
everyone will
especially
see
if it goes awry, because I make the choice.
Christ, my lungs hurt. Wait, I don't. What does a dolphin sound like?
It's a lot of e's.
Yeah, I think
if that helps.
Yep.
Spot on. Listen, any dolphin scientists in the chat will agree.
God.
As someone that lives in the center of a landlocked, non-oceanic, I'm gonna say that seems perfect to me.
I would like to play the I'm from Derby, which is the furthest away from the sea you can get in England. That's my card I'm playing. And that's why that dolphin sounded like a horse a little bit.
I mean,
Are you
trailed off
apologizing to
slightly.
the dolphin
Yeah.
community?
Yeah.
You're good.
Start
I
a
think it was
dolphin
great.
and then trailed into an A.
Perfect. Well, I mean, Cam is delighted with this greeting and this discovery. It's nice to meet you, Donald. Let's get Rahul to bed, and I'm just gonna like carry this man in my arms very gently to his room.
You get like this is to Florence. You kind of think that maybe Rahul would like maple syrup.
Oh no, just get this sense.
Yep. And I'm just like, I have no idea what's happening right now, and I'm not going to investigate that.
Oh, and we're playing this like very heavy-handed right now, and I'm gonna chill it down to say, like, when I get to his room, I'm not even gonna like lay him sexily in the bed because that's so much. I'm gonna like escort him to his room and like,
Of course.
stand him near his bed, or like allow him to stand up.
Yeah, he's
So
kind of
that
like,
he can choose to go to bed or get ready for bed. You know,
He's just like, oh, thank you, and thank you for your chat earlier, and yes, you guys should get to bed. There's if you can tell the others that we've got lots planned tomorrow, and I'm on top of it all. I'm ready. I'm not gonna fall asleep in the living room.
Nah, get some rest. You got this, and we'll be ready for tomorrow. So excited. See you then. Pat on the back, very buddy, very.
He stumbles a little
get some
bit when you do that.
and you have a good night. See you later, Donald. And then I'm gonna peace out.
I can't do it again. We'll lose another 10 minutes of that.
Before I go to bed, I'm gonna check my phone. You know how it's the thing where when you're waiting for someone to reply to you, you'll refresh the page, even though your phone has never once not shown you a message that you've received. Maybe this time your phone was incorrect and you did in fact receive a message. And so Brom is just gonna be in bed, like refreshing this chat over and over again, and like sending, like typing question mark, and then deleting and not sending, and then you up. And then deleting. And then I miss you. And then delete. And then just write goodnight and then send that.
It gets delivered. You don't see it be opened.
That's so much worse.
Did any of us get? I don't know if Spencer reached out, but I would have like messaged, like I said, my family chat.
You said
and
you
been
messaged the
like,
group
"Hey,
chat.
made it okay? How's it going? How y'all doing over there? You'll never believe." And like, not even mentioning the magic, just being like, "You'll never guess I'm in another country." Like, mix up, slight confusion. Like,
it goes through. I should know this because we've had to coordinate recording today. What's the time difference between Canada and the UK?
I think it's like 6 hours. It's 5 or 6.
Yeah, it goes through. You don't see a reply immediately.
Huh. Maybe they're all having dinner? Did no one reply? I have a big family. There's a lot of people that should have seen this message. And my family is chatty. Like, Cam is the quiet one. Like,
I don't know if that horrified Marcio or Spencer.
Yes.
if you know, you know that like a large family gets louder and louder and louder and louder and louder and louder and louder to speak over each other. So even if like someone was busy, it's like unusual for, yeah. So Cam will just be like, "What's up?"
How long do you wait for a message?
I think I already said that as soon as we got here, I would have sent off a message.
Yeah.
And then after all this transaction, I would have gone again and like looked and sent some more messages and like looked to see, like, is there no like...
It's been sent, hasn't been opened, hasn't been replied to.
That's real weird. That's... Oh, wait. Oh! Did I switch my SIM card?
You did switch
my
your
SIM card.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now Cam is literally like, there's probably something I'm missing here. I'll ask Spencer tomorrow. I'm gonna check. Spencer knows stuff, so I'm gonna ask Spencer tomorrow. So I'll go to bed. After I work out. I gotta go do my... You gotta stay fit. You gotta get those lifts and gains that we were talking about, you know. Elevators and gains.
How long do you work out for?
Not too long. Like, we had a long day. We're doing a lot of stuff, so it would just be like because I wouldn't even want to like, heat up all the way and then have to do my cool down and everything like that. That's too much. So it's pretty like low key, some stretching and some not too long, like 30 minutes.
Hey, when you're like, as you're finishing up, you go back to check your phone. There is like a flood of messages in the family group chat.
Okay.
And like, there's a few that are like, what? How? Yeah. Why? And then like a few messages later, someone else jumps in with like, guys, do we want to go to this restaurant tomorrow? Anyone free? And then it's just like everyone's carried on with that, and then another conversation that's just like very quickly
that's fine.
Switched.
Okay, I'm comfy with that. As long as there's conversation happening, like as long as there's talking, Cam doesn't even need to be part of it. It's just, appeased by the fact that family is talking and I can see it.
Everyone going to bed then?
Yeah.
Spencer spends probably another hour or two, like well into the night, going through internet forums on like theories of magic, like what has magic appeared in the world before, or like how do people do magic? And he's like, no, I don't want to learn sleight of hand card tricks. Like he's trying to like figure out, like dive into like the most crazy late night like rabbit hole into magics and theories, and like, whoa, yeah, this person saw this thing happen once, and like looking at odd videos that people uploaded to like the darkest corner of the internet trying to figure things out. And he spends about like 2 hours until he starts like nodding off on his computer again, so he just like closes his laptop, tucks it under his pillow, and then goes to sleep. He tried barricading his door. He moved the chair against the door and then piled his bag on top of the chair. And then the table has almost been like shuffled a little bit and then stopped like 2 inches from where it was supposed to be. He realized he could not drag it all the way.
Nice. Yeah, you'll get to sleep, have a lovely night's rest with the specially, tailored to you comfiness of the beds. What's the first thing you guys do in the morning?
I think Flo is awake really, really early because of like being a chef, and so having to be in kitchens extremely early all the time. And so we'll do their kind of like normal morning routine, which involves a lot of exercising and checking excessively checking her phone.
You do have a reply on your phone.
What does it say?
It says, I don't think we have anything to talk about. Stop messaging me.
I'm going to try to ring her as soon as I see that.
It rings and it rings and rings and goes to voicemail.
Hey, I just wanted to check that everything was okay. I got your message. I just wanted to check that you were sending it to me. Felt weird. I hope you weren't sending it to me. Call me back. Love you. Bye. Turn it off. Slight panic, like genuine. Okay, no, this is fine. She got it wrong. Misclicked. Happens to the best of us. Okay. More exercise. Like I do. Like I add an extra set of exercise before I leave the room. Like I have a shower and everything that you do after you've exercised, and then I leave the room. But I'm like kind of visibly shaken up.
Can you do anything? Oh, you said you. Oh no, that was before bed. Anything you do when you wake up?
I want to see if I can lift guts. I want to know if guts is heavy or not. I want to know if are they truly spectral? Do they weigh nothing?
Guts seems to weigh, like when you first pick up Guts, he doesn't weigh anything, and then when you try to lift him, it's like feels like it's exactly the weight that you choose your weightlifting to be whenever you do weightlifting.
Guts is my new lifting bro. This is so good. This is truly magic. Okay, I'm good. I'm happy now. This is so good. Magic is the best.
Cam is having the time of their lives.
Which, speaking of, in the night, hold on, I remember names. I definitely Da Vinci is like asleep on top of you and is very much the same weight as your weighted blanket at home.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I turn around and kind of like give him a couple of brushes and like pick him up. And I was like, right, I am trusting you, Da Vinci. You were made out of magic from this place, but you seem different. So, you're gonna be my second in command. Keep an eye out, alert me of anything. We got this. Got this together. And then you like pack his laptop. He won't take the Mogul laptop. He'll like pack his laptop into that little barrel satchel. Like make sure that he gets his pen, puts it in his pocket, gets ready for the day, and I guess like tucks the intern card. He'll take it and tuck it into like the inside zip pocket in his satchel, so that it's like hidden away in there. And then he'll walk out.
Cool. Rahul is already out there in the living room, and you can see there's like a dining table area, and he's like seems to be organizing something on there. Looks a little bit less like flustered this morning. But yeah, he's just organizing stuff.
I'll approach like, morning, Rahul.
Morning. I have some stuff for you guys. Papers, plenty of message papers. Each of you gets a stack. If you run out, I guess use your last one to send a message to me, and I'll get you more. Or you can just, I'll be around. I'm here, so you can.
Is there a reason why we use the papers, not like a group chat?
Honestly, I've never thought about it because the papers are so fun.
Okay, so just because we can, that's why we do.
Yeah, and then also, like, I think there's a whole thing of everyone has their own technology preferences, but then also every messaging service has its own CEO that we don't know, and there's a lot of stuff we go on here, and, you know, you can prevent all cyber attacks by not having stuff cyber.
That makes some sense, I suppose. How about we've got like a friendship like group chat, because obviously we're all in the same dorm. We might as well like keep up to date with each other now.
Yeah, no. So what you can do is hold on. I'm just gonna take one of these and you can see he like grabs a pen. He grabs his pen and writes out, "Hello, good morning, interns. Hope you're doing great." And before like folding it into a paper airplane, rips it into 3, and then they turn into little airplanes, and then sends them out. And one just goes up and stays next to you.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a little bit handy.
It is tricky if you have like a lot of people.
I was about to say, yeah.
You can get bigger sheets for that kind of a thing. We have like meeting ones, but I didn't think you'd need them. Do you need them? I don't know who. Do you know?
No, I was just thinking, like, usually with my friends, we've got like this online chat room so that we can all catch up at the same time. And it's just easier. So I usually work quite a lot on my laptop and phone, so I just figured.
Oh yeah, we just kind of will just ping a message being like, meet you at the picnic tables, meet you at the Zenden 4. I don't know why you can work in Zenden 4. That's too loud. But you just kind of let people know where you are and you chat there.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
There's also pods, if you ever want to work in a pod.
Okay, that makes sense.
I quite like them.
That's okay. Breakfast. Do we eat here or do we eat? Is there like a cafeteria?
Yes, breakfast. Can we wait for the other two, or do you want breakfast now? I can get breakfast brought to you.
I can wait.
Okay.
I can wait. I've got some catching up to do with Da Vinci. That's so great.
Da Vinci?
Da Vinci. And like the cat's basically like been wrapped around like a scarf. His neck is like the cat, Da Vinci.
It's a very nice cat.
Yes, I think so too.
You know the initial ideas for the air bikes? Someone was looking at Da Vinci drawings and they came up with those.
Yeah, that's pretty. I figured there might have been some influence there.
Yeah, because we like the idea of airplanes, but then it was like that uses up a lot of energy, and like if you're just using like your own personal source of magic, then you kind of like run out for the day, and that's annoying. And you don't want to have to waste like company resources on just something as simple as going around. So if you pedal, it's just so helpful, and it's like it was a great little addition to what they already had going on.
Yeah, I mean, he was a great man with great ideas. I don't blame him.
Yeah. Florence, roll brains.
Ooh.
Okay.
You can roll with your magic.
Okay.
Magic brain.
14 plus 5, 19. And if I need to get to 20, I'll burn a diversity token.
No, you're fine on a 19.
Okay.
Rahul really loves biryani.
Okay. So it's coming back to him. Okay.
But yes, sorry, Rahul was talking to Spencer.
Yeah, the more he talks to people, the more his personality comes out.
I'm gonna like come
That's
out of my
what's
room.
happening. Yeah.
Is there a kitchen in here? When I'm stressed, I need to cook.
Oh, there's a little kitchen. I was gonna take you guys to the big kitchens.
Can I cook you something?
Well, that's why I thought you might want to go and see how the chefs do the breakfast here, and you could do your own while you're there if you want.
Can I?
I made sure there was a station set up for you. Yeah? If you want, you don't have to.
Okay.
They'll have my porridge ready for me.
You don't like porridge.
I don't dislike porridge.
That's not
Honestly,
good enough.
I just let them do their thing. They figured out that I'm really into chicken tenders and chips. So
Okay, I mean, if you want to, if it make you happy, then sure. But I don't want you to feel like you need to necessarily. It's my job to look after you guys. That's why my room's here. I'm here to help
show
you.
friendship. This is how I communicate with people.
We're friends.
We're friends.
Great.
I mean, unless you don't want to be friends. In that case, we're not friends.
No, I'd love to be your friend.
tend to assume I'm friends with people.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. We're friends.
Right. Yeah. So can I cook for you?
Yeah. Is there anything you want in return? We need to. No. There's just the two of you here right now.
Oh, yeah. Camera come out. Camera come busting out, carrying like guts over their head. Like, look at this! Like just.
Wow!
He's the perfect.
How heavy is this?
Oh, I don't know. Here, try. I'm gonna see if you can. I want to see if he shifts weight for you too. Like if he like lightens. Do you
want him to shift
support?
Weight?
I'll support. Yeah. I'll support so that he becomes the perfect weight for you as well.
He does become the perfect weight.
Amazing! Magic is the best.
Magic is the best. I'm gonna hand him.
I'll take him down from you.
Spencer, if you're like just standing back watching that whole interaction, you see that Rahul kind of watching this smiles a little bit and then gets his one down, does a little swizzle, and Donald comes out as well, and starts floating around.
Oh, so they can be non-land animals. That's interesting. He says, "I look at it like swimming in the air."
What? Yeah, no! Dolphins aren't land animals.
No, I know. I just assumed because like all of the ones I've seen so far were either land-based or air-based animals. So I assumed because it's magic, so I guess it doesn't count because, yeah.
Yeah, no, it kind of goes for something that it feels like what would be like helpful to you or represents you. So sometimes for people that's a fish.
Technically.
I was honestly surprised I didn't get a goldfish.
Why would you have gotten a goldfish?
Fish.
What?
Why would you have gotten a goldfish?
Do you really like goldfish?
Oh, no, it's just I forget people's names.
To be honest,
forget-
And hold interactions.
Do you forget a lot of things?
I do. I'm pretty good at facts.
How did you get here?
I woke up and came out of my room, and then I went and got you guys.
not-
I got you guys
not
paper.
to-
Do you guys want paper?
Not today. How did you get hired at Mogul?
Oh, I was working on something. That Mick saw online and invited me to interview, and I came down and I interviewed, and I got the job. That's how I'm here.
When was
Like
that?
last year?
Is that
question?
a bit fuzzy for you?
No, I remember getting here.
Okay.
I just was confused by all the questions.
Sorry.
What, like-
Sorry. No,
We're just
you
trying
you
to get
should
to know
say.
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, yeah, no,
I
so,
should've-
that's fine, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'm going to be working in engineering. Are you going to be working with me?
Oh no, I don't do that kind of stuff. I mostly look after new hires and things, and so usually I'm just with the newest hires, which in this case is you guys, interns. But yeah, usually it's just the new hires, making sure they get settled in correctly, helping them through orientation and all that stuff.
But you were working on a project.
Yeah, that's what I got hired. That's how I was found.
Oh, I see. Was your project like a project management or overseer?
No.
Okay. I'm confused. Who's Mick?
Mick, you've not met Mick? Of course you've not met Mick. I've been with you all day. You'll meet Mick. Mick's lovely.
Okay, that's good to know.
A little spooky.
I can deal with spooky. I pretty much live
Okay.
on the internet, so.
Okay.
Can we go to
You
the
go-
kitchens?
Yes, yes, sorry, I was saying let's go to
No,
the
it's fine. We
kitchens.
were asking you all these questions. Don't say sorry.
Yes.
You don't have to apologise for everything, you know.
I have heard that, and
Oh.
as I'm not a goldfish, I will try to remember it as well.
I'm glad.
Dolphins are good.
A dolphin's a very good one.
Yeah. Donald here is very smart. Let's go.
Let's go.
Guys, want to take your bikes?
Yeah,
Yeah?
always.
Great.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide whether I like the idea better of like having a long bench seat so that Guts can sit beside me, or if he wants to sit, because I made you all look up at what a Zamboni is, and it's large and flat on top, so I'm trying to decide if he wants to sit on top, like, you know, like a fancy ship front or something like that, or like a sexy lady laying across a grand piano. Put a big dog.
2 options.
That's what a Newfoundland is. It's a sexy lady on a piano.
Yeah, he's just like the wind blowing in his fur. Like, Yeah. I think he'll sit beside me for now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Rahul will lead the way with his little bike. He kind of stays quite low to the ground as he's flying ahead, and just goes down what seems like an absolute maze of a way, and like he's checking behind to make sure you guys are following. Doesn't seem to that he's controlling where he's going, but you also remember that you kind of just need to think about where you're going and you'll go. So it seems a bit scary at first when you see him turning around during corners. But he's just checking up on you guys.
Spencer's like still actively thinking all the time, like follow a hole, follow a hole, follow a hole, follow a hole. Like as much as he can, it's like, oh my god, something about roll a hole, roll a hole, roll a hole. Just that's all that's in his
Like
brain because it's not been said. Yeah.
I'm zooming once again ahead and then coming back, and then zooming ahead and then coming back.
He's just like not paying that much attention to the fact that you're doing that. Is just like checking that you are following, and as long as you're following, is fine with it. Is maybe checking cam a few extra times. But yeah, you guys arrive at this place that has it's a bunch of glass. You can't really tell where the doors are. It's loads of glass panel walls. And Rahul sort of pauses in front of it, turns around to you guys, and then looks at Spencer directly. We have to go through the canteen to get to the kitchens.
Puts his headphones on.
I thought that might be necessary. Yeah, it gets a bit loud in there. Sorry.
Thanks for the heads up.
All good. All the Jerrys have signs now. We're working on being better. And as always, if you have any feedback that you don't want to give in person, feel free to
Leave it in the feedback form.
Just to write it on one of your notes and send it off to feedback, and we'll get it sorted.
Noted.
Without further ado, he turns back around and goes through, and when the doors open, the Cam and Florence, you are kind of hit with a wall of sound. These doors were soundproof. There is like 100 people here having their breakfast, and they're all like animatedly chatting with each other. So it is quite loud, but you see Rahul doesn't pause and is just going straight through and like goes through the middle and then goes down like right at the end, goes to the right. I know my left from my right. And there's like, you can see there's a little corridor that's like tucked away, just goes straight through there, just like checking to make sure you're following, but is just heading on through so you guys can escape the noise as soon as possible. But yeah, you follow through. There's some more of those same looking doors, but it is just door size this time rather than a whole wall. It opens and you go through, and the like first bit as you're looking through looks like an empty kitchen. Just it's like got everything in there, like all the cutlery and pots and pans you could ever need, all very clean. And then you've got but it's all, no one stood there. But yeah, like he's going down to the end of the empty thing. Do you follow?
Yeah.
As you follow through, you see that it's just this one like aisle that's empty. Everything else is full of people as well. They are a fair bit spread apart, so there's less ambient sound happening, but there's people like chefing away. Cooking.
Chefing away.
Chefing away. It's like cooking, but fancier. But yeah, Rahul gets to, like, right at the end, there's another slab on the ground and, like, parks his air bike and, like, moves out of the way so that you guys can do the same.
Cool. I'm jumping out of mine because I'm testing the limits of how it works. And so I'm doing a thing where I'm planning the jump so that by the time it has slowed down, it can flatten on the correct spot.
You jump out and it's floating over the thing of where it needs to flatten down. It's stopped there. It's just not gone down.
Okay. I'm going to think really hard. Flatten right now.
You're just going to think it at it?
I'm thinking so hard.
Rahul kind of looks at you and looks at it and is like, do you need a hand? Have you...
I'm trying so hard.
Do you want to use your wand? Do a flight check with magic.
No.
It's a 5 DC.
That's a 4. Hang on, it's exploded. So that's a 6, and then I'm rolling my magic die. That's an 8, actually. So it's not even that bad.
Well, the DC was 5, so you did it.
I win.
You see the, like, yellow sparkles surround your air bike, and it just flattens down beautifully. Well done.
I look to see if everybody's seen me do this.
None of the chefs were watching, but Rahul looks impressed.
Yeah.
And a little proud. Did you two park up as well?
Yep. I just sort of like, almost like a bike, just kind of like go towards the side and just like try to lean it against the wall, and it just kind of like hovers back like right way. I try to lean it, it just hovers back the right way, and I just leave it.
Rahul just kind of looks at it, looks at you, and is just like, I mean, I get if you want to, you're welcome to flatten it away, but if you want to keep it up, that's fine too.
Just in case.
Okay.
In case there's a fire, I can just hop on and leave.
Oh, if there's a fire, it's put out immediately. We've got systems in place.
Case.
Whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Thank you.
Oh, it is a bit quieter, so if you want to take them off or like dial it down, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll dial it down so that it's no longer like only people talking to me, but it's like muted ambient sound.
So this is the kitchen. This is our station for today. I've had them put a bench in here as well, so we don't have to have breakfast with the crowd outside, just because it's a bit much. Like, once you're here, it's like exhilarating. You're very excited to share your ideas, like a group chat. Yeah, when you're not used to it, it's a lot. And you don't know where the pods are yet, so you don't know to go to your own pod if you want to have quiet breakfast time. But I suppose I could let you have it in the living room. I should have asked if you wanted quiet breakfast, but I wanted to show you the kitchens. Anyway, so I can show you how, because you can. Most people will just put in a request with the chefs. You can see them there, and you see like a line of airplanes coming in, and they just like drop down. Like a chef takes one, and then it like drops down as it waits for another chef to pick it up. You can see somewhere else that there's a chef putting a dish that's been made onto a paper airplane as it flies off. But if you want to make it yourself, especially Florence, you can. The ingredients are here. It's just that he's pointing at a wall.
Okay.
You just like what do you want to? What's an ingredient you need?
Panic, overwhelm, eggs.
Eggs. So you eggs. Like the wall turns around, like that bit of the wall spins, and there's just some eggs there.
Yeah.
waiting for you to pick up. Eggs. Here you go.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
got mixed weight eggs. I don't know if you wanted large or what, or if you wanted. Oh, I assume chicken eggs as well. I don't know if you wanted like
Chicken eggs are great.
chocolate eggs.
Friz is very overwhelmed because she's currently getting everybody's orders jam-packed in there, and they're like trying to sift through to isolate close range energy, but they don't really control it yet, and so it's a bit overwhelming. And can I get changed somewhere? Do you have the shoes, the attire,
yes. Sorry, there is. Sorry, I don't really cook. Hold on. I know someone who can help. I just gets paper out quickly, writes a message, and like sends it. And it goes really fast, this one, and it just goes to one of the chefs on the other side of the room. And it a message comes back like a few minutes later, and it just Rahul reads it and is just like, oh, chef's whites. And the wall spins around, and he's like, "Here you go." It only does chef's clothes, doesn't do all clothes. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
But there's a bathroom around there.
I just put it on
Oh,
excitedly, wear everything, tighten it up in the kind of like way I always do it.
Yeah. Also, while you were getting that influx of stuff, you weren't picking up biryani coming through at all.
Fuck you. As soon as I understand one of the orders, I'm going to start like asking for things and getting like, basically, if you've thought of more than one thing, Flo is going to prepare all of the things that you could possibly have wished for. Like very excitedly, like getting into the zone. Don't try to talk to me for the next like however long this takes.
What's Spencer's breakfast
Oh,
choice?
Spencer's just a like honey nut cereal with milk. That's it.
Very good. Very good.
What is Cam thinking about breakfast-wise? What's Cam's favourite breakfast?
Cam would be like thinking about like oh man, they're not gonna have anything here. They're not gonna have like, I'd love like some butter tarts and coffee for breakfast, or Nanaimo bars, or like breakfast poutine. Oh man, that would really hit the spot right now.
You also get from Rahul that he's expecting porridge.
I'm gonna make biryani with a little pot of maple syrup on the side. Is what I'm gonna make for Rahul.
Biryani with maple syrup.
Listen, he might just drink the maple syrup. We don't know yet.
It could go really well with the porridge, or part
I'm
of the
not
biryani,
making the
not all of
porridge.
it.
But yeah, so Rahul will lead you two over to the picnic table and be like, I don't know what you guys want to do whilst Flo's cooking. Florence, I don't know. Yeah. What do you do we just watch the cooking? I mean, it does look pretty impressive. There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to ask if they wanted any help, but they definitely don't want any help, so I feel like
I think it would be
probably better
dangerous
off-
to help.
Yeah, dangerous, and safety first, so let's not mess with that. But is there anything we need to do to prep for today?
Well, I will be taking you guys to like your departments as well today, but we'll be taking all three of you, but there's no like prep needed on your part for that, because you're interns, you're not here to know things already.
Do we get badges, like intern badges, like, hey, it's me, I'm new here, I'm an intern, nice to meet you, this is my name and or photo, badges, like
No one here has a badge.
not with like a barcode or anything on it, not like anything like that.
No.
Just checking randomly, like just a thought in my
No, I
head
get it. Like a
that
lot
I
of
had.
businesses have those, but we.
Yeah. I've seen them before. You know, I've never had like a business job, and I just, you know, thought of that whole badge, and then you know, you like boop it, you like get places.
Yeah, no,
and
you
stuff.
expect to have a
Pretty neat.
lanyard, but no, because we have like the air bikes and everything. We kind of need like doors to be opened for us as we're coming in, so we have no cards like that because it would be just an accident waiting to happen if we did.
So
you can make your
is
own
there-
if you really want one. If you want like some name badges, we do have like some of those sticking around that are just like a hi, my name is, my pronouns are, in case you want to like do that. But we kind of also encourage people to like talk to the person and find out. But like, I guess it does help with that.
Cam's gonna take out one of his magical pieces of paper because that's all he has for paper. And he's gonna fold it up and make a badge for guts, and then like put a business badge on guts.
It's like staying where it is, but only vaguely. Like it's floating around a little bit, but it is staying on guts. Nice.
He's ready for business.
I like it. A business dog.
Business dog.
But yes. Any other questions I can answer? Anything you want to know? I can help you. I don't.
So each of us is gonna go off to a different department today?
No, we're all going together. So we're here at the kitchen because this is part of Florence's thing. You'll get to talk to the kitchen staff a little bit as well. But like, you know, we like everyone to know as much as possible. So obviously we're prioritizing the stuff that is like your guys' interest, but we want all three of you to go to all three of them. And also, you know, it's a bit intimidating to be the only new person in the room. So we're hoping that having your intern friends with you helps. I hope you guys are friends. I know Florence said I'm her friend.
I honestly don't know. Most of my friends are online friends, so I can't really tell. But
We're all
they
friends,
seem-
and in fact, I'm pretty sure Flo said very specifically that you're friends now, and you should call them Flo.
Oh, yes. No, you're right. Yeah, sorry. It was just I got a message from
No,
Jack this
sorry.
morning that was.
You're good. You're taking it.
Yeah.
And you're going with it.
Yes, I'm taking it and going with it. Jack was very distressed about being Flo's friend, and was concerned that he'd ruined his chance of friendship there. Kind of asked to send some snacks through, but I kind of pointed out that you guys already have snacks in your cupboard, so.
You can never have too many snacks. Let Jack send the snacks.
Okay, yeah. You know what? You're right. I'll send the letter to Jack right now.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's going to appreciate some food, I have a feeling it would be Flo.
At this point, I'm arriving with like plates on trays. And I remember the word tray this time. On trays, just like holding many plates. And I just kind of go, Florence special, and put down all the stuff on the table, and it's absolutely everything you asked for, and like extra fruit and extra stuff. And like, for some reason, I know what Nanaimo bars are.
Nanaimo, yeah.
Nanaimo. I know words, it's fine. And I like put everything down, and I'm like, do you require anything else?
Oh, I don't seem to have my breakfast here. I can grab my own. That's totally fine. I can just.
I made you biryani. Am I wrong?
I don't think
Also
I've had
his-
biryani before.
I mean, do you want to try it? Maybe.
Sure. Do I put the
I'm happy to do something
syrup
else
on
for
top
you.
of it?
No. So the syrup is. Maybe try that later, maybe after the biryani. This is
Okay,
something that like
yeah.
some people quite like mixing sweet things with, you know, their lunch. Not everyone though, so maybe keep it for later. This is
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're
There you
welcome.
go.
Let me know if you still want whatever it is that they usually make for you.
Okay. I will do that. Thank you.
What is Flo having?
Uh,
You made us all this food, and you come out with all this like
I think Flo
presentation and all this
is gonna
stuff, and I'm
go
like,
and like whisper something secretly to the door, and then just a very fancy croissant is gonna come out.
You, whilst you're like heading to the door, you get a image in your head that the biryani needs raita, which is some yogurt with some diced like cucumber and tomato and onions.
So I'm back on my way, and then I get that, and then I be right back, drop the croissant on the closest surface, and go and make that extra little thing. Bring it back.
Oh, perfect! Half the plate is gone.
Okay. I
It
thought
goes
for
on
a
this.
second I'd got it wrong.
This is for this. It's
Yes.
not like the maple syrup. It doesn't
No.
need to wait later. Okay.
No.
Okay. He just like puts them out and mixes it in and is just like inhales the rest of the plate.
Florence is beaming.
that looks really good. How is that?
It's delicious. This is the best food I've ever had. I thought I wanted porridge. This is better than porridge.
It
Yeah.
looks way better than porridge.
I don't usually serve porridge.
It's good. It's like you can
It's-
put all the stuff
it's
in
always-
it so that it's covering.
So it's always good. It's never, in an ideal situation, it's never what people would go to.
Yeah. Can you roll me a? This is also going to be charm.
Okay. 22!
Oh.
I have a D10 in charm, plus 3 to my stat, plus 3 from the magic, and then I rolled another 6 when it blew up. So yeah.
The charmiest.
So as you're sat there and you're looking around, you've seen magic, and it's like glittery, colourful stuff that's not quite a liquid, not quite a gas. But you can see like almost like an after effect of it around stuff. You can see it around Florence, and it's a bit yellowish, and you can see it around Spencer, and it's a bit blue, and it's on the food is a little bit yellowish as well, and you can see around Rahul is mostly the goldenish one, but around his head there's a lot of green. His face, my god.
He's
What are
like,
you
I
doing
need to
to
know the
Rahul?
secret.
What are you doing to him? He's a sweet boy. He deserves
Yeah.
the
You
best.
wanted to threaten him 2 seconds ago.
The duality.
Now
of
he's
man.
enjoyed Florence's food,
Yeah,
so he must be protected at all costs.
absolutely. That's how it works. I've called him my friend now.
Yeah, it's true. So there are slightly less threats to friends.
Slightly
More
less.
threats
Slightly
on
less.
One step.
slightly less. Yeah, that was yellow and blue. I'm making notes. Blue. Okay. So you were saying that typically there's like a gold with him, and there was gold you described around his dolphin familiar, but after this moment he's starting to have like a green.
No, he has gold.
Okay.
But there seems to, in the same way that there's yellow hovering around the food that Flo made, there's some green hovering around Rahul's head.
Do I see that color anywhere else, or have I seen it anywhere else, or do I get a sense of it from?
You've seen it in the giant potion bottle, and like just in passing.
Does it seem almost like It's new. I didn't see it around him before.
It looks like weren't seeing this before. So not necessarily that it's new, but you weren't able to, like, you've always, like, been able to see stuff in people, but this is, like, something more tangible you can see in people.
I'm trying to think of what to do with this information. Aside from make notes about it. I think Cam visibly has a scrunched up face. Like, Cam visibly is thinking so hard. Like, the cogs are turning. Like, sometimes Cam, you know, observes stuff or feels stuff or, like, just has an inherent sense of people and stuff, but doesn't know what to do with the information. And so, kind of like how I don't know what to do with this information right now, but more with him. Like, more with, like, he's just thinking so hard. Like, kind of all the questions I just vocalized are going on in his head, right? Like, did I not notice this before? Was it here before? Is it new? Or is it just that, like, you know, I wasn't paying attention or I didn't recognize it? Like, is it doing something? Like, is it actively, like, you know, like, just probably, and it probably looks so weird. Like, Cam is probably staring at Rahul. Like,
Rahul's, like, eating away, and when the food's gone, looks up, catches your eye, and
still eating, absolutely. All the food that Flo has brought out.
Rahul is, like, eating away, looks up for a second, sees you staring, blushes, and then quickly looks back to his food. There's no food left at this point, but carries on eating, like, tries to look like he's eating, just because he needs something to do to hide the fact that, and he's kind of, like, trying to make his hair, because he's got, like, medium hair. So it's not long enough to cover his face, but he's trying to make it. But yes. And he kind of stutters, and he's like, Spencer?
Yes.
How's your food?
It's very good. It's very good cereal. It's, you know, honey and nutty. It's pretty good.
Good.
Are you okay? You're looking a little bit flushed. Like, this.
Oh,
Is it spicy? Was it spicy?
Yes.
Was it?
It's a fair bit of spice in the food, and I ate the first half without the
too
yogurt
much?
stuff. No, it was perfect. I just didn't wait for the yogurt when I consumed the first half.
Sorry, I'll know for next time.
No, this was lovely. I didn't even know that this existed, and it's perfect. So thank you for that.
That's what I do.
You're great. You're going to fit in so well. Have you eaten?
You see, like, half the croissant is gone and then has been, like, pushed to the side. I like watching other people eat. I'll eat later. The rest is fine. This is my joy. Watching you eat something and then you enjoy it and then you tell me that you like it.
That makes perfect sense. I assume you're kind of, like, facing everyone else.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah, so everyone else can see coming behind you. There's just something floating through. And then you don't see it till it's right next to you. There's just a little paper aeroplane with the specific snacks that you took from the limo before. Replicas of those ones. So,
Who's this from?
you read the note.
Oh, there's a note. Sorry. I need to get used to this. I read the note. Is it just from Jack?
It just says, I hope you forgive me for betraying your trust. I won't do it again for the third time. I do recognise, I talked to my parents and they said that it's different than when you can swear because it was scripted. I'm sorry, Jack.
I'm gonna grab the snack, start, like, eating one immediately. And then grab one of my papers. I'm assuming we took the papers from
Yeah.
Rahul earlier. Okay. And then write back, you're half forgiven. And then can I sense from prior interactions what would be like an easy snack that he'd enjoy?
Yes, you think he would like some. I'm trying to think of any snack ever, and I'm just blanking so hard right now.
Cookies.
Yeah, you think he'd like some nice triple chocolate cookies.
Okay, I'm gonna bake them myself. I'm gonna go because it's really easy. I'm gonna go and like make some, and then send him like a really like out of the oven baked cookie, and sign the note saying, "You're half forgiven." Winky face. Friends ? And then close it and send it away.
Aw. Cam realizes, like, after eating, being served several kinds of food and eating half of all of them already, being like, oh wait, does anyone want to try any of these? It's really good.
Rahul's just like, I am so full. I ate that food and I think I ate it too quickly. So thank you, but I am okay.
Next time.
Yes.
You gotta try.
I'll try these overseas delicacies. I don't think I've ever had any of them.
Yeah. So butter tarts are literally just like a tart shell, like a small individual like tart shell with like almost like a sweet goopy brown sugar molasses kind of mix in them, and then it's tradition to either some people like plain butter tarts or with like raisins or walnuts in it, depending on your preferences. And then Naimo bars is kind of like a chocolate coconut crust with like a custard, like a hardened cream custard filling in the middle. They have to be served cold, so you actually have to make them and then refrigerate them and then slice them. And then poutine is just it's just poutine. But then like sometimes you like to add stuff to it, like make it breakfast poutine. You know, add some like fresh morning stuff on top. Maple syrup, bacon, maple syrup, and an egg just cracked right on top. Like, so all the yolk runs down. Delicious. Extra maple syrup. I like bottle of maple syrup.
Try one thing of each, and I'm like, this is actually really interesting. Thank you. I now know what they taste like.
I'm glad. Thanks so much for making them. This really.
Of course.
You know, I've never.
I don't know how I knew to make them, but.
I don't know how you did that either.
It's probably the magic in this place.
Yeah, I guess it's magic. Did you always have this magic? Or like is it extra magic because you're here now?
I think I probably always had it, but I've been scared of it because if you use it too much in the real world, then people think you're evil and you've made a blood pact with Satan. So, like, I can always tell, and then I don't usually actually act on it. And then when the conversation of what do you want to eat comes up, I have to be like, oh, what would you like to eat? And then I know. And then they usually say something different. So, like, they'll be like, oh, I'd love, salad and some toast. And then their brain is like, pizza and fries. And I have to ignore that. And I have to serve them salad and toast.
Have you?
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Made a pact
with Satan himself.
That's what I should ask.
Well, according to many churches, for other reasons, they would say that yes. I, in my memory, don't think I have.
You get a little aeroplane flying next to you. It stops.
I read it.
It says, I thought I made it clear I don't swing anyway. And then in brackets, that was a joke in case that was not clear. And then at the bottom it says, yes to friends. From Jack.
I put it, and like I put it away in a manner that indicates that I'm keeping this preciously for later.
So if you guys are done eating, we can head onto with the next thing in our day.
Am I going with you? Am I staying here? Do I need to...
I was meant to introduce you to the chef people.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Come with me. Can you follow behind? And he takes you over to. It looks like specifically the person that the message went to earlier. And like Rahul quickly like runs a bit ahead so that he can like mutter something to this person, and it's just like, and then that person like looks over Rahul is like, and then goes and grabs someone who looks more important in the kitchen to come over to you guys.
Oh, Rahul.
If anything happens to Rahul, we're rioting.
I'm burning the place down if something happens to Rahul.
Don't worry, nothing from now on will happen to Rahul. So you see this pretty short woman. She's like got. What did you say?
I said, oh.
She's got like big curls that are like tied back and they're barely being contained by the hairband that's keeping them back, but she's, got the chef hat on and all the chef whites and everything. And she just has one of those faces that looks friendly. She looks like she's got deep smile lines. She's like in her late 40s probably. And just seems very like Suki from Gilmore Girls energy, if that means anything to people. And she goes over and she's like, right, so you guys are the interns. We are very excited to have you. One of you will be staying with us more often. I should have guessed from the clothes. But I don't want to make assumptions. Maybe you just
I
like
helped myself
our
in the cupboard,
outfits.
I'm sorry.
That's perfectly fine. You're at any point welcome to. That's why I wasn't sure if it was you, because some people like fancy dress. No judgments. So the way we work is it may seem inefficient, but we do kind of have everyone making just one dish at a time, but it's just because of the way the orders come in and the way everyone's minds work here. It's just easier to have one person cover the dish. So it's why we have so many, like our stations seem to be just like mini kitchens in of themselves. So it might be different from any kitchen you've worked in before. We will set you up with your own station, which you can, if you have a particular way you want it organised, you'll be able to do that. We can have you back in the lunch rush today, she said, looking at Rahul, and Rahul's just like, no, not today. Today is you're going around place. This is just an introduction. Tomorrow, maybe, or the day. Rahul will tell you when you're coming back for a proper food service, and you can see how we run things. As you can see, we've got the list of orders.
Are you like me?
Are you asking if I'm gay?
I mean, I would like to know that as well for different reasons. Do you know what people want to eat before they say what they want to eat?
I tend to know what they should eat right now. Not necessarily what they want to eat, but I do know there's like we've got a few people. There's like Fiona over there who and Zach, I think, can do that as well. But we tend to stick to the orders just because what people want isn't necessarily what they need, and they will, within themselves, free will is important. People get to make the choice of whether they go for just the tastiest food they can get, which, we all want to, but sometimes, I've been eating a lot of, like, waffles with ice cream, so maybe something healthier might, like, I'm feeling a bit groggy because of all that, and maybe lacking some vitamins. But yeah, so I tend to...
So are you gay?
Is that any of your business?
I mean, since you know that I'm gay, I think it's just fair that
we're
on the same
okay,
page.
that's fair. I was busting your balls a little bit there. I did make an assumption on my part, so I can't, in good conscience, bust your balls about it. But yes, I'm queer. I don't have a specific label. Just
Yep. You don't have to explain.
I didn't want to confidently say yes and then make you think that I fully assigned that label.
I extremely rarely make assumptions.
Good. They make asses out of you and me.
Am I required to laugh because you're my chief superior officer, chef?
Superior officer? What kind of kitchens have you worked in?
You don't want to know.
Honey. No, trust me, none of these guys laugh at my jokes. I'm very used to the silence surrounding it. I kind of enjoy it a little bit.
Nice. You're reclaiming it for yourself. That's lovely.
Yeah, I feel the disappointment radiating back, and I'm just like, well, I've achieved something.
Yeah. That's a solid way of being. Thank you for your time. I'm going to let you. This looks like rush hour for you.
Yes,
so I'll be back later. I'm so excited to be in your kitchens. They look lovely and great, and a great environment, and I'm sure I'll fit right in. I am Jenna. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me anytime. Yes, Jenna. I'm Florence, and I wipe off my hands that are gross from making food for everyone. Florence. Yes. Florence Peak is my full name. Okay, lovely to meet you, and you two as well. So you can also ask me questions if you guys have any questions about the food and how things work. I was tailoring this to Florence, obviously, because she'll be here soon, but that doesn't mean you guys, or if you're interested in seeing how the kitchens are run, you can also come more, if you want to, do whatever you want, is what I'm saying. We just encourage people to learn here about cooking. I think it's good. And I think it helps. I find that the people who have been to the kitchens are more likely to choose the foods that is what they need, and it start to match up to what they want a bit more, which is really interesting, I found. But yes. And that is my ramble. Rahul's looking increasingly stressed, so I'm going to let you get back to him. Rahul's just like, no, I'm not stressed. I'm trying to do a schedule. Okay, let's go back. Let's go. Yes, let's go. We'll go around the back way so we don't have to go back through the cafeteria, and we can just head straight out over the gardens. And you get to see the gardens. You guys haven't seen the gardens. We'll see the gardens. Yes, let's go. And you'll get onto your air bikes. Or your land air bikes.
I automatically I'm like, we're walking, then I'm like, oh yeah, no, we're not, we're flying.
So yeah, you head out to another one of those glass doors at the other end of the room, and fly out and round a few corners, and then out these huge double doors that lead to a lot of sunlight, and you can see these gorgeous green, this open space. There's loads of hedges that are in the shapes of different mythological creatures, and there's just loads of little water features and stuff. It just looks beautiful. There's a lot of people sat around having their breakfast out here, and on little benches by themselves, or they've got a little picnic blanket set up and they're just having a little quieter chat out here if they don't want to face the din of the cafeteria. And you fly over and you get to what looks it's like one big warehouse building, but if a warehouse building was made to match the look of the mansion. So it still looks fancy, but warehouse shaped. And you guys will fly into the big doors there, and you can see just so many constructions. They've all got their own little rooms, but they're covered in that like prismatic glass, so that you can see inside them, but they're all like small rooms divided. And you might be like, wonder why it's not just open plan, and then you see a small explosion of like grey smoke somewhere, and it stays contained within there and immediately gets like vacuumed out, and you're just like, but that's all on like the ground level, and it's like a big open space except for right at the back where there's like some lovely glass offices, and you're flying straight to those, and you pause in front of a door, and like normally you've just been flying through doors, but Rahul like gets down and folds away his air bike here, and like waits for you guys to do the same.
Cam is paying attention to Rahul since like he's our number one point of contact. Also, he's our new bestie and we're concerned about him and his welfare. But also I saw those green sparkles above his head. So I am paying attention to him to see like, you know, if any places or interactions change him. And I'm also paying attention to see if I see a similar sort of effect on anyone else. Like I'm trying to see if, you know, what I kind of saw occur with him, if I see it occur with anyone else, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm just, you know, keeping my head on a swivel. Like
roll a. I've been doing charm this whole time.
You have been doing charm this whole time. It's up to you.
Roll a charm,
charm?
again, yeah. Roll,
Charm,
but
okay.
with magic.
With magic, okay. Come on, dice. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
Okay, so Rahul stays pretty consistent. It did seem to get stronger with the
when he was having the food.
Yeah.
He didn't realize he really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you also noted that when Jenna mentioned Rahul and looked over to him, she got a bit of a tinge of green around her.
Interesting.
And yeah,
Okay.
that's what you noticed so far.
Okay. Yeah. Cam's just putting that all in their chrome dome for now. Ow. Just sticking it in there.
The doorway here looks fancy in a different way to all the other glass ones. This is like executives kind of fancy. And so he's just like waiting for you guys to finish up, and he's like, okay, so Cam, you'll be the lead on this one. This is more for your kind of a thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so you come on through, and takes you through the door, and then takes you to a little like it opens up to a corridor of a bunch of offices that have like frosted windows and stuff. And he takes you to the one on the left, and it looks like you walk in, and it's an office that is a fairly big office, but you can see that it's connected to a much bigger office behind it that's also closed off. It's like kind of like got the frostedness half off, but it's still like there. So it currently, that back office looks empty. The office you're in the desk is full of paper aeroplanes, so much so that you can't see if there's a person behind it or not. And you see Rahul kind of walks in, and you know, he holds himself pretty unconfidently, generally, I'd say. But you see there's less of that weight on him as he walks in here, especially when he sees that the back office is empty. He just kind of runs past the desk of aeroplanes, and he's like, Mackenzie, we're here. And Mackenzie's just like, yes.
Mackenzie's behind the desk of airplanes?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you assume so. You can't see her yet.
Oh, okay. I hear a voice coming from behind the desk of airplanes.
You see all the airplanes kind of go up into the air, and you see Mackenzie, who has this long, like down to her knees, like wavy hair, and like clearly tried to tie up some of the sides to keep it out of her face, and they're trying to escape. And she's like, she's clearly gestured to get all the airplanes to go up, and she's like, "Hello, you're the interns. I'm very excited to meet you. How's your travels been? How's you've been to the chef section already? How was the cooking, Florence? I assumed you enjoyed that. Did you get to use your gifts?"
Yes. How do you just know things about everyone? Or
I overlooked your applications and...
Wonderful. Yes, I had a great time in the kitchen. I met with Jenna, and Fiona was also there.
Yes, Fiona has a similar gift herself, yes. To you,
yes.
So I imagine that must be of some relief to you to know that.
Yeah, I haven't really processed that. Let me get back to you on that particular aspect. But
not a problem.
Meet
Spencer. Yeah, obviously. But Spencer, I wanted to check quickly, just because Rahul asked for my advice on the gift, and I wanted to check that it's working as needed. The headset, is it?
Yes. No, it's working perfectly, actually. Thank you very much.
Is there any other way it could have incorporated, like...
I would just say for future updates, I suppose, the people filter in the face, it'd be great if we had like a sun visor mode just for the bright lights.
I will send that off to the developers. I'll get that sorted. Actually, I think I have that one. That's from... so that can wait till next week, and also sun visors in the sensory helmet. That's one more out of my inbox as well. Perfect. Cam. Well, not right now, because obviously you've got a busy itinerary of plans. But you will be sticking with me to learn how to do all things assisting wise and how to organise all these, and roll another charm check.
Magic or no magic?
Magic.
13.
Around her, you see the same hue of green that was around Rahul's head, but not around her head. It's just her. Her hue of magic
Her whole
seems to
aura
be...
is that color of green.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Cam is not gonna stare this time. Instead, is just gonna be like, "So you? Well, nice to meet you. I'm Cam.
I'm Mackenzie. My friends call me Mick.
Mick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I think So are you one of the bosses here, or?
Oh god, no. I'm Wendy's assistant.
Wendy's assistant. Okay, that explains all the paper airplanes. Always sending, always receiving.
Very few of them are for me. You can see I have like color coded it. So the pink ones are for me, and as you can see, there are none of them.
Ah, I see.
I'm just a filter, essentially.
But you were saying you had a hand in picking all of us for the internship? Like you saw our profiles, you kind of narrowed it down?
Well, I wasn't in charge of it. I just, got to, there's other people involved in that. I just got to see the applications as they came through as well. Like when it all got finalized and stuff, I saw who was chosen. I made sure Rahul was aware of who was coming and briefed him and everything. So yeah, more of a passer honor of knowledge rather than a selector. A filter, again, if you wish.
A filter. Interesting. Did you also select well, you didn't select. Did you also train Rahul? Are you doing a similar... I like turned to Rahul and I'm like, a similar sort of job? Peopling? Helping peopling?
Rahul has a bit more green around him.
When I asked that?
Yeah. As he's thinking. And he's like, I'm not assisting anyone. I just kind of help with the new recruits in terms of... It's a different... Because this is a high level... Like, Mick is so important to the company. Like, Mick's been here from the start, I think. And Mick's, like, just nodding away. So, Mick doesn't really have a department. Her department is her helping out Wendy with all of her stuff. So, not quite the same thing. But yes. She's very helpful, though. She's a good person to know.
I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to help. So...
That's why you've been selected for learning how to be a personal assistant. That's what you applied for, right?
Applied for? Directed towards? You know, I like to help, so I think I was kind of encouraged in this direction. Because, you know, I also got help. So then now I want to also help. I think what you're doing is really cool, and I'm excited to learn. So am I staying here with you today, or...?
Not today, no. You guys, we just wanted to do a brief intro, and so you can see the sort of madness I'm dealing with, but I do have to continue to manage madness. I have scheduled some free time to talk it through with you, but a lot of when you're with me, you'll be shadowing me, so... I'll just answer questions in between when I can. But you guys are going to see the engineers soon. I believe that is what you'll be doing.
You mostly work here in this office? You don't like go around with Wendy or anything like that?
Oh, I do. I have such a backlog to get through. And there was a few urgent ones I needed to get back to, and I think better at my desk. And Wendy will be here soon as well. She's scheduled to be here in the next 20 minutes. She doesn't stay away from here too long, whether she's in the R&D downstairs or whether she's up here. But yeah, I wanted to make sure in that time you guys got to come up here and meet with me. Just because it's less pressure when Wendy's not here. I know that like the head is a bit intimidating. So that is why I wanted you guys to come up here when she's not here.
For sure. Makes total sense, and I'm very excited. And Cam kind of does this thing where he turns a little bit to face away a little bit from Mackenzie and to face Spencer and Flo a little bit more, and just be like, do either of you have any questions for this very important person who was part of the process of helping and is so helpful?
I do actually. You knew that Florence had a gift.
Yes.
How?
Well, we check on people's employment history, and Florence's previous employers were very happy to... I hope you don't mind me saying.
No, go ahead. You know, I've had my secrets blasted for everyone to know since I've been here, so I feel like this is more like an open policy where no secrets can...
Yeah, sorry, we're very
exist.
like all about... Especially because we have to keep our work... It's just, you know, it's better to be open. the employees had some not so nice things to say, which lined up with the kind of things that people with the same gift have had from their previous employers. And what they were saying was, whilst it would be unhelpful if we were traditional employers to hear, was very helpful in knowing what her gifts were in this instance. I'm sorry if that doesn't explain it very well.
No,
I'm trying really hard to
recognition. I
be-
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
You're gonna love it downstairs.
I'm so looking forward to it.
Do not worry about the headphones. They can withstand a bit of like, if they get around all the tools, they will survive anything. They're solid.
It wasn't even a thought until now.
Oh, sorry.
That's good to know.
Yes, I promise you they're all good, and if they are damaged, we're happy to replace it. Just let us know. Or even if you just want another pair, if it's the wrong colour for you. Anything at all. But yeah. Any other questions?
I'm good, and excited to hang out with you later. And I guess we'll continue on our way.
Yes. And you can see her staring at Rahul, and Rahul's just like, "Oh yeah, I'll. Sorry, I will take you guys down to R&D." Just kind of zoned out. I'm on it. I will. Off we go. Yeah, we can go down the stairs. I don't think there's any point to fly down. It's just one flight of stairs. I'm sure we can manage. Unless you guys want to fly down.
I'm happy to walk down.
Okay, great.
Happy to walk.
So, yeah.
As soon as we step out of the room, I'm going to very casually, just like to Spencer and Flo, be like, that person was cool, don't you think? I really feel at some point while we were coming here and we were traveling here, haven't we heard the name Mick a few times?
Yeah, Mick's been definitely mentioned before.
I'm trying to remember where I'd heard that name before, because I definitely heard it said a few times.
Yeah,
Nick is
Jack
the
was
one that chose Rahul from his project.
Yeah. And also, Mick is the one who drove Jack the first time that Jack arrived.
That's interesting. And Mick's been here the longest, from what was just said.
Yeah. She's apparently been here from the start of Mogul.
Yeah. Definitely knows a lot of things about a lot of people.
That's interesting. I'm glad it's not just me that finds that interesting.
No, it's definitely interesting.
It's very interesting to know that she's so involved in all of the little minute hirings and connections, I suppose, after she's been in such a prestigious role for so long.
Rahul, you okay there?
You had to call out immediately.
I don't like you.
That was kind of mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I went for a small piece of crisp, and it was just a massive one that I grabbed, and I was like, wow.
The largest. I just saw you shop the largest crisp I've ever seen. Name's sorry.
Rahul is kind of wandering a bit obliviously in front of you guys, just leading the way.
Because I'm trying to have this very, like, non-obvious, just chatting.
We know what we mean.
We're just chatting. We're just chatting, you know? We're new here. Everything is interesting.
You get to the bottom and you get led to, like, down the sort of third hallway of these glass buildings. You get to the fourth one along, and Rahul turns around and he's like, so this is where we're starting. This is where you will meet Noah, who will carry on doing the talking.
So you're staying with us?
No, I'm staying with you. I just don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna explain engineering to you guys. He opens. Well, he knocks and then opens the door, and you see this really big, beefy-looking dude. And then he turns around and he is wearing the most magnifying glasses you've ever seen a person wear. As well as a little beanie pulled really like tight on his head, and he's just like, the interns, right? Rahul, I got your message saying that they were coming. I'm happy to meet you. One of you is gonna be joining us later on. Yes.
Yes.
So happy to have you here. I am working on a little project. I'm a bit stuck, actually. But
I notice his presumptions, but can I have a look?
Well, I was gonna show you guys around it anyway. You can see. So this is my whole tool bench, and this is. And while he's like starting to explain just the setup, he hasn't got to the machine yet. Cam, a paper aeroplane, flies and just kind of goes into your jacket pocket.
Do we see that happening?
Spencer doesn't. He is enamored by this entire room.
Roll a... What is noticing things?
Oh.
Probably brains.
Brains, because brains is about finding and hidden messages and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
go on, roll a brains.
Magic
no magic.
just
No magic. You're looking with your eyes.
Magic.
Can I use my
Get outta
magical?
here.
What did you say, sorry?
a 10.
You don't spot it going into the pocket, but you do see something fly in, and you don't see where it goes.
Okay.
And
I would like to peek at it. I'll do the thing, like I see Spencer's busy and Spencer's just like, talking to the science people, these nerds over here. I'm gonna like kind of turn away from them, but hopefully turn in a way that Flo can kind of see that I'm turning away a little bit, and then I'm just gonna like peek at the paper.
It says in like very hurried writing, keep asking Rahul questions. You're getting there.
Okay. I'm going to like, because there's a lot of stuff in here, right? There's like just science stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like move closer to Flo and pretend like I'm pointing at something, and then kind of move my hand like this to like let her take the paper from my hand.
Yeah.
Like that.
I'm
What's that
it.
shiny thing? That's weird,
I don't
right?
know. Oh yeah, it is definitely weird. I'm gonna look at it.
Oh, those are some pretty standard spanners that we have here. They just look a bit fancy.
Oh.
Just because of the type of like they go really small, so we need to be able to like have some really great materials. But yes, sorry. So we have this machine I'm working on, and it's to try and like push forward how much those devices that people use to talk for them if they can't talk. And like
Yes.
you can get it connected to eye movement and stuff, but then like that can take a long time for some people, and also I'm just trying to make it more instantaneous, so it can kind of go from thought to saying out loud without having to say out loud, but the computer says it out loud. And I'm getting somewhere, but I've kind of hit a block. But yes, do you want to have a look?
Yes, if you don't mind. I've studied a little bit about neurobiology. It was a semester I got bored, and then I know that there's electrical signals and stuff like that might be helpful. And he is gonna scooch over, mumbling to himself, possible connections that might help.
And he starts explaining bits to you that you might be unfamiliar with and things like that. And do you want to roll a brains check?
I do.
You can roll this with magic.
Ooh.
Whilst this is happening, Flo is just gonna go, hey, is there a bathroom somewhere? I think I need to pop to the loo, if that's possible at all. Do we need to stay as a group?
Rahul pipes up and is I can show you where that is if you just follow me. You guys stay here. I just want to make sure I know where everyone is. But yeah. And Rahul just starts to lead you away. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to eye Cam to be
it's gonna take Cam a second, but then Cam's gonna be oh, you know what? Since you're showing where the bathrooms, that's good knowledge.
Might as well.
If it's okay, I'll come to you to see where the bathrooms are.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool. Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to hold the excitement in, because that's a natural 20 on the first one, a 13 on the second, and then a 1 on my magic dice. Is this magic though?
This is
so
magic.
That's a +4. So that's 35. No, wait.
That's already going to be the highest roll of this game.
36. I'm holding my excitement in. I was I want another 20.
Hey.
Once again, with the
just
fucking,
brains.
Oh
If we do anything but brains, I'm screwed.
So you look at this thing and you figure it out so fast. You see, you're used to seeing the pieces slowly come together, but you see it usually you kind of see it in the sort of blueprint form, but this you see it perfectly rendered in your mind, all in your blue shimmery magic that is your familiars in as well. And you can see exactly what's missing. You see the piece that's missing and what it need to do, and you figure it out so fast that you kind of just look around to tell these guys, I assume. And you see that when you're looking to see how things that are missing, you see something seems to be up with hold on, I know. Names. Oh no, Flo. There's just a little the same sort of missing energy, the lack of colour that you see is maybe a little bit around Flo's heart. Just a little smidgen of it. And you see a lot of it around Rahul's head. And you can see some of it in both of Cam and Flo's pockets.
The missing part.
Yeah, just an absence of anything else. It kind of looks like a void to you. And now that you're in this mindset,
I've never seen that in I've never seen that in people before, so it catches me off guard for a second. And I take note of it, and I'll basically store it in my memory files of this is something to explore later because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and because that's such an absurdly high thing, I feel like I need to give you more. You see the guy, I've forgotten his name. I need to write these down.
Noah,
thank you. Great GMing.
Fantastic world building. No names.
Yes. No, I didn't make a single note for this session. I want you guys to know that. It's all in here. Noah follows where you're looking, and as he looks over the guys, when he looks at Rahul, you can see there are some gaps in his mind too, and that's what you see. And you can see that Rahul's gaps seem to get worse when looking at all the engineering stuff. If he glances around at the rooms, the gaps are more notable. But yes, that's all you're seeing.
I see. And I'll look at that and I'll like, in the same like sweeping motion, I'll like stagger a little bit as I like glance at them, and my eyes sort of like dart really quickly, much like like when you're reading something or like kind of thinking of like ideas finally start clicking into place. My eyes will like sort of like quickly dart around, and I was like, right, and then I'll turn around and I'll look through the shelves to see if I can find the missing part, like if he's got it here, or if I'm gonna have to explain it to him or draw it to him, to, like, because like
it looks more like a component
mm-hmm.
that you saw was missing. So it's something you'd have to build, but with pieces that are here, so you can start building it and you can explain it as you're doing it.
I'll go like, I think I know what's wrong. I think there's a part missing here. Like there's. I mean, you've got your model. I mean, you're gonna have to reshuffle this section here, because you're not getting enough input. Like I think you're in the right tracks, but the kind of like so basically the brainwaves aren't exactly being amplified enough for the machine to be recognizing them as different. So it just recognizes them as a one. So it's quite subtle. But I think you've got all the parts here. I just need to, and then he like starts like zipping around, like grabbing things off the shelf and like slowly putting them on the table and then running out again and like putting them back.
You don't really notice it, but Noah like smiles at how you're running around and how excited you are, and takes a step back to be out of your way.
Oh yeah, I don't notice it. I don't know. I'm on flow state right now. I'm just like bouncing off the walls, building things. It's very rare that like I think of a solution and I have the material at hand to fix it right there and then. I usually have to like, I'll go and order something. I'm gonna have to like hunt some sort of like scrapyard for it, or like, so it's very rare that I'm like, I've got a solution, I've got the pieces, and it's like all coming together.
I will say also as a continuation of that insane roll, it's lowering all future DCs for you to check about missing things. Ooh. For you specifically. Nice.
Tasty.
That's perfect. But yeah, so I've basically just unlocked a new level of my ability with that roll. That's ridiculous. Level up. But yeah, so I'll basically, as I'm building, it's almost becoming like muscle memory, because like I've got this image in my head and my hands are just doing it. That it leaves space in my mind to like start questioning the things that I saw, and it almost comes like flashes of memory of like the pictures of the head with the missing pieces, the pocket with the missing pieces, the heart with the missing pieces, and then the gaps growing and shrinking as things are like attention is shifting, and it's beginning to like set in the back burner of all of these ideas running.
Very cool. I'm gonna shift to the other two to see what they're doing. It's not that long of you kind of just go out of the main like foyer bit and just under where the offices are. Like there's a side corridor and there's some bathrooms there. They're all like gender neutral, so like it's just a shared sink situation and then proper individual cubicles. So yeah, he's just like this is the bathrooms. I'll just be out here. So
nice, thank you.
Yeah, I'll show you back when you're done.
Yeah.
Did you see it? Did you see the
door? What's happening?
What do we
do? What do we do?
We
need to.
Okay, I guess I thought of a thing. You know, I think my thing. Sorry, you and Spencer both already knew your things that you thing, but I think I found out my thing. I see stuff, people. I see people stuff.
Right.
I never realized it before, but I see people stuff.
So do you see Rahul?
Yes, Rahul. When you made him the food he didn't know he wanted, but he actually wanted this morning.
Yeah.
It did a thing. It did a thing.
What did it do?
Well, it looks like, you know how the magic is all swirly? You know how when we saw the big jar and it was all like swirly and colorful, different colors? right at the beginning. Well, everyone here has that. Everyone here has, like, you're yellow.
Do you see that?
Yeah, and Spencer is blue, and Rahul was just gold, but then when you gave him the food he didn't know he wanted, he got more green. And then
like
when we went to
head?
go, yeah, like all magic. And then when we went to go see Mick, all green, just all green, like nothing else, just the green. And when we asked Rahul more of the questions, he also gets more green.
Are they stopping?
So it's like
him
he's
from
changing. Like the
answering
mat,
us?
something is happening when we ask him questions and when he remembers stuff and when you give him stuff he wants and he didn't know he wanted. It's in there. It's in his.
Okay.
It's there.
This is huge.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Do we want to tell him about it? We gotta tell Spencer at some point.
I think we got. Yeah. I think let's talk to Spencer first. I don't know if we.
Yeah, he's definitely the smart one. He'll know more. I think.
Yeah. He'll know what to do. That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming he'll know what to do because
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Except, I mean, this message said that we should ask more questions.
We should
So
ask more
maybe we keep
questions.
making him remember stuff?
Yeah.
Why he came here?
Why was he?
And what
why
he was
is
doing
here?
before? Yeah.
Because he was doing engineering. Why is he doing people now?
Yeah, why is he doing people stuff? Like Spencer would hate, taking him away from all the cool stuff that he likes working with and making him people. He'd hate that. So why is
would.
Rahul doing that?
Okay. I need to call someone.
You know?
Can you?
Okay.
Feel free to go ask questions to Rahul without me. I just need to call someone, calm myself for a second, and then I'll be right with you.
Okay. Okay. And Cam's just gonna go outside and like not really get into the asking of questions yet, just like kind of hang with Rahul in the moment so that if it seems like Flo needs more time on the phone or whatever she's doing, she'll have more time. So I'm only doing this like going out there. I'm not doing any of the big questions yet.
I have a very important question, and that question is when you're talking to Rahul to distract him, are you flirting with him?
Unknowing flirting.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like a little, like I think you can be good in some ways. You know what I mean? You can people good in some ways and then not people good in other ways. And I think Cam likes Rahul, and so we'll be acting like in a way that's like positive and friendly and maybe like a little bit flirty, but isn't intentionally flirty because it's not like knowledgeably. Like I don't know how much Cam would pick up on people liking him because Cam's assumption is that everyone is nice. So it's one of those things where when people are like flirting, Cam's like, oh, they're just being nice. They're just being nice to me because they're nice people. So it's that, you know what I mean? So it's definitely like going out there and being friendly and being positive and being encouraging, which can easily be interpreted as flirty, but is not like actively like Cam isn't going out trying to be sexy.
Yeah. I'll say in that case, what you pick up on is that Rahul is like coming out of his shell a little bit, and you're like, oh, those talks worked. While you were saying he needs to stop apologizing so much. Cam
would be so happy about that.
that's just what you're getting.
Yeah. I thought you said that's what you're getting, right? I heard that's what
you're getting. That's what I heard.
That's what you're getting.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Okay.
But who are you calling?
I'm gonna be on my phone, like sending blocks of text, being like, I don't know if this place is great or if it's terrible right now, which it's definitely going down. I'm gonna do a voice note, and then I start recording the voice note, and then I'm like, okay, so here's the thing. I have so many things to tell you about. I'm just gonna call you, and then I drop the voice note, and then I try to ring the phone.
It says like this line is not connected.
Can I leave a message? Or is it
no,
fully?
No, it's just like the number you're trying to reach is not available and ends the call. And you see that your messages say delivery failed.
What? And then I'm going to type out the number that I obviously know by heart, again, to see if that can be the problem. Send it again. I'm assuming it just doesn't get delivered. I don't need this anymore. And then I drop the phone in the toilet. And then I sort of leave the room, trying to hide that this is the most panic I've ever felt in my entire life.
You can feel the panic bubbling in, and there's a lot of people around, so that background information of everyone is coming in too, because they're not that far away. What would you consider the ability that you associate most with your cooking and all that stuff?
What do you mean, the ability?
Brains, brawn, grit, charm.
It's definitely brains because it is divination.
Right. Roll a magic brains check.
That's an 8 and a 3, and so that's, hang on, that's 11 plus 5, that's a 16.
Right. You are you're very used to the food and you don't notice this straight away. But every so often something else comes in, and it's usually someone really wants to finish their project and go home. Someone really wants just some they want the person who's on the other side of the room to notice them. And yeah, so you're panicking. You're also getting a lot of new information in your head. Yeah. There's a lot happening.
Close to tears.
Are you still in the bathroom?
I'm exiting the bathroom as if nothing happened. Okay, let's go.
You just immediately get wants Cam to keep talking. Just wave at you like that.
Okay, and then I elbow you. Say something. Say words. Say words right now. Do more words.
So Rahul, you said you first came here you were making stuff. You were doing cool making stuff. So do you ever want to go back into those making stuff rooms?
Oh, I'm not an engineer. I was just, I got here and I helped with the new hires and help get the new hires settled in.
But have you ever wanted to make stuff?
I was found because I make stuff.
Okay, so then from that's kind of what I'm asking. I'm asking you've done it before, so maybe you would want to do it again?
I'm not an engineer. You see the green around his head is sort of coming and going. And Flo, you get the wanting the questions to stop.
Alright. Does it feel like a thought from him, or does it feel like a thought from the green? I don't know about the green. I know about the green. I can't see the green.
It's a thought from him, but it's more of it comes through as the same way you will get a no, you don't know that because you didn't have the ability then. It comes through as a wanting to feeling a bit uncomfortable in themselves. In Rahul just feeling a bit uncomfortable in himself. Are you paying attention to where all the different thoughts that are coming in, or are you just focusing on Rahul?
I probably can't control that. I can't control it yet. I'm not in a headspace to try to I'm currently overflooded with contained emotions, and so I'm not controlling the thoughts at all.
You're getting lots of oh, I want this specific spanner, I want this wrench, I want this, loads of stuff like that coming in. You get just I want a hot chocolate. You get a I want to move up in the company. I want this to be the project that like makes me stand out. You get I want them to keep investigating. They need to solve it soon. You get like a bunch of random stuff.
I
that
think
one
I definitely
feels far away.
I definitely feel like I have heard it and I have internalized, like that one has been stored away for whenever I can deal with it. I can come back to trying to analyze it more. But yeah, otherwise I'm just like, Cam, I think maybe we need to stop with the questioning for right now. Do you, Cam, do you have a phone I could borrow for just one quick, I just want to check something real quick.
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Thank you. Type in the number, try to send something like, hey. Hey.
Just hey.
Hey, question mark?
It gets delivered.
Oh, fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna reply, hey, again, send it too quickly, and they'll be like, no, I can't be texting that. It's Flo. I threw my phone away. I won't contact you if you don't want me to, but this feels weird. Maybe you could ring me at this number, and then I write the number again. And then I send it.
It gets delivered.
What have you done to her? I'll fucking kill you. Okay, and then I'm just gonna give you back your phone and be like, can you let me know if it rings, please? I'm having trouble contacting someone.
Oh, that's weird. I was having trouble yesterday, but then started working after Rahul gave me a new SIM card for my phone.
Hey,
Is there
Rahul,
something wrong with your
new SIM card?
Yeah, is there something wrong with your SIM?
yeah, maybe. Could you get me another SIM card and also maybe a phone? I may have thrown it in the toilet. I'm sorry.
On purpose?
No, yes.
Oh.
It happens. I've broken so many phones, sometimes they're just like really fragile, you just like one
Yeah,
moment
they're-
you're like
it was
tapping
a
on the
bit-
screen, next moment they're broken in half.
so-
You don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I can get one.
Thank you.
If we just head back to Spencer, and whilst you guys are talking, I will quickly send a note off and get one sent to your room, or to the living room. I guess it doesn't.
Mhm.
Yeah, your rooms are your rooms. I wouldn't want to invade your privacy. So we'll just rejoin Spencer. Great. Are you guys okay? You're looking at me weird.
Nope.
Nah. Everything,
No, it's-
everything's just new and exciting and cool. We're meeting new people and finding new stuff.
Shiny
Yeah.
and new and overwhelming and...
Yeah. Yesterday we found out magic is real.
That is true. That is a lot
Yeah.
to take in. That's fair. I'm
Magic.
sorry, but yeah, of course. But yeah. Oh look, it's just Wendy's heading to her office, and I just spotted her.
Do we clock? Like, is there
Yeah,
a
Wendy's-
visible?
Yeah, Wendy's walking up the stairs to the offices.
What color is Wendy? For me, my magic sight, like what is her aura? What does Wendy read?
Wendy reads like a dark gold,
Oh, interesting.
if that makes sense.
Okay.
He's so angry at mysteries.
Can I ask, are a lot of people here similar? Like, are a lot of people here looking kind of samey? Like,
No, there seems to be like
quite a bit of diversity.
There's a fair bit of
auras?
diversity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
You did notice that the there tends to be like similar, like engineering seems to have the same few colors, like, and then like the kitchens had the same few colors. Like they had some extra ones that were outliers, but they tended to be more of some colors than others.
Okay.
But yeah, so you did spot like some more like yellows in the kitchens.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, Ravel's like scribbling a note and sends it off. And he like meets back up with you guys. He's like, right.
But it's like, so I think this would help. I do think it might need a little bit more of an power input, so you might want to change the ampage on that fuse. But I think, I mean, at least for a trial run, I think we can definitely get some more output of this. And it might get closer to the letters that you're looking for. But we can give that a go.
Florence, can you roll a grit check? DC.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not a. Do I tell you the DC?
Yes,
It's not
you
something
have
you're
to.
prepared for. Okay.
It doesn't matter. I have a thing that I can spend an adversity token to take half in a snap decision. So if the
Okay.
DC is 10, I can still take half.
The DC is 14.
All right. Nope, that's a 2 on the die, which is a 3 on the total.
No. So you can roll your magic die with this as well. I'll say. I don't know if that's going to continue in the future.
That's not a
but-
2.
No.
So it's a what did I say? It's 3. It's a 5 total. And you said a 14.
Yeah.
I can't get to it. Got 7 adversity tokens.
So you're used to hearing all those background voices coming through, and then that same voice that you've put us to the side comes through really loud, like the loudest you've ever heard anyone. And it just says, Florence, you're caring about the wrong thing right now, and then you black out.
I black out. I
black
fall
out.
unconscious.
Oh, shit.
You failed your grit check by quite a bit. You fall unconscious.
Oh wait, no, it was a 2 on the die. Sure, I'm blacked out.
Oh shit. I obviously, as she falls, and like as Florence falls, obviously I turn around. Do I see missing bits?
You see more missing in. Oh no, you don't. You don't see anything missing in her pocket. You see more missing in her chest, just a slight bit more. But yeah, that's what you see.
Could I catch Flo? Like because I was right there with Flo.
Yes,
we went out together.
yeah.
We came back in together.
And you are huge, so
Yeah, I can catch falling down people.
Yeah.
Consistently, it's there's precedent.
yeah, absolutely. You can catch her. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave that.
Of course.
Oh god.
Thank you everybody for joining us here. If you want to watch the next episode a week early, you can subscribe to our Patreon. I remembered to say it this time. It's like here. It's not where A's pointing it. It's here. It's here. It's moving with my hands.
You don't get to decide what happens to the Patreon.
We hope we see you next week for finding out if Florence wakes up. Bye!
Bye.
Not cool.
If Florence wakes up.